Listen, when the first piss test came out, they said you would take iodine. So again,
Did you put Clorox in your dick?
I put Clorox in my dick afterward because the iodine obviously didn't fucking work, okay?
Can you imagine when they ran your piss through the fucking test machine? They'd be like, "What? What is this?
Do you understand?
This isn't piss."
Do you understand? Like, there's times every morning I go out and take my cup of coffee and I sit outside. I thank God, the whole fucking bullshit story. And then it takes me somewhere. Like after the second cup of coffee and one of these zins and a bong hit.
Hey everyone, today we are breaking down a classic story from Joey Diaz about his time in Boulder, Colorado. This isn't just a funny anecdote about partying, it is a look at how Diaz navigated high-pressure environments with unconventional methods. Let's analyze the mindset behind his chaos and what it says about discipline versus rebellion.
Listen, when the first piss test came out, they said you would take iodine. So again,
Did you put Clorox in your dick?
I put Clorox in my dick afterward because the iodine obviously didn't fucking work, okay?
Can you imagine when they ran your piss through the fucking test machine? They'd be like, "What? What is this?
Do you understand?
This isn't piss."
Do you understand? Like, there's times every morning I go out and take my cup of coffee and I sit outside. I thank God, the whole fucking bullshit story. And then it takes me somewhere. Like after the second cup of coffee and one of these zins and a bong hit, your mind goes somewhere. And I think of chunks of my life, and I go, "What the fuck was that?" Like that was Joe. That was insanity. What about every time he used to come to my house to do the checkup? I never let him in. He came like 11 times in 2 years. I never let him in my house. He wouldn't know I was in the house. He would put the sheriffs to come and sit outside my house for 2 hours. Then they would leave. They're like, "We're not going to, he's not home." I never let him in my house. I tortured that guy.
That's
He could have
hilarious.
sent me to prison. I still would have been in prison. But it was such a, first it was the iodine. And then you fucking, you're supposed to take 20 milligrams.
Yeah.
I mean, 200, whatever. I don't know. And my skin is burning. I'm fucking red in the face. I got itchies. So I stopped with the iodine. I still came back positive. Then I went on the fucking white vinegar.
White vinegar.
White vinegar with a fucking bottle of Gatorade on a Monday morning. Not a little vinegar, not red wine vinegar, the real vinegar that you clean your asshole with and douchebags and all that shit. Vinegar cleans you out. That's what women wash their monkey with vinegar because it takes all the fucking cat piss out of it and all the shit they got in there. So they said drink vinegar every Monday morning, bro. And it's like a process. Like you would get high Friday and you would hope to beat it by Sunday. But you knew you weren't going to beat it. And they're going to call you Monday. And it's like your color is yellow, right? Like if they say yellow, you got to come in. So you wait till 1 o'clock and you're like, all right, you got to call in and all of a sudden today, Monday, Tuesday, the 9th of June, the colors are purple. And you're like, yellow, god damn, now I got to figure out, I got 5 hours. The place closes at 6, so I got to figure out how to stop this cocaine from coming up. So then we started taking Serto.
What's Serto?
Serto is what you put in like Jell-O. It's that thing that makes the Jell-O jiggle or some shit like
What? Fuck is Serto?
No, there was no internet these days. These are
Right.
see?
What is that? A brand of liquid fruit pectin, most commonly used in the kitchen as a thickening agent for homemade jams and jelly.
Diaz describes Boulder as a place of intense scrutiny, which creates a specific type of pressure. His reaction to this environment was not conformity, but amplified chaos. This highlights a psychological coping mechanism where individuals assert control by deliberately breaking norms. In high-stress jobs, some people thrive on order, while others, like Diaz, thrive on disrupting that order to feel alive. It is a reminder that workplace culture clashes are often about fundamental differences in how people handle stress.
However, it's also widely known as an internet folk remedy people use in an attempt to mask drug metabolites
Yeah,
in
I
urine.
told you.
It's a folk remedy.
It's fucking bullshit.
Does it work?
No, that's why I ended up.
Let's find out if it works. The myth. Many online forums suggest mixing Serto with a large sports drink like Gatorade and drinking it a few hours before a drug urine test. The theory claims the fiber traps toxins in your digestive tract. Reality, health professionals and medical studies show no scientific evidence that fruit pectin can reliably clear drugs or toxins from your urine, while fiber works in the gut has no effect on what your kidneys filter into your urine.
But again, you get your advice from a guy who's done 30 fucking years. Then you forget he's been doing 30 years because he made mistakes, not because he's a fucking genius about Certo.
Exactly.
You know. And then we went from Certo, and then one day I was swimming.
Does anything work?
Huh?
Does anything work?
No, cranberry juice.
What about that stuff that they used to sell? Remember they used to sell stuff?
This is 90 fucking. This is 89. They didn't sell nothing.
No? But
They
do you
sold-
remember there was some stuff that you could buy?
And
Am
shake
I
it
remembering
in or
this
something.
wrong?
Yeah, no, you're saying and
There's
you
some
can buy
stuff-
piss now. Now it's completely different.
You could buy piss?
Yeah, you can buy piss online. Just get that whatever that dirty fucking XPT, whatever. You go on and you could search hidden shit
So
all
you
over
just
the
got to
world.
get a rubber dick and
Yeah.
take that piss and...
Dog, I had a guy who made a rubber dick. Normal Let could not start snorting coke, so he made a contraption where he filled up his son's piss in a hot water bottle and did the same thing with the douche. And he took the douche on the bottom, and he scotch taped it to his dick, and he would piss and squeeze his chest.
Oh, my God. That is
Then one day the
ridiculous.
thing blew up. And he was a bank robber. They sent him to jail for 30 fucking years.
Want to hear the craziest steroid evasion story that I ever heard from piss? There was a guy who was fighting, and he knew he was going to get piss test, and he was just juiced to the tits. So the legend is that they inserted clean urine into his bladder through injection. So he injected clean urine into his bladder with a needle. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. But this is what everybody, this is like early days of the UFC. Like when they first started drug testing people.
Well, just think about
I don't even think it was in the UFC that he did this. I think it was in another organization. But I don't know if it's
Think
true.
about what's going on the other side of this. Your addiction is that high.
The detailed explanation of his method shows a high level of resourcefulness and risk management. While illegal and unethical in a professional context, Diaz's approach demonstrates strategic thinking under pressure. He identified a system flaw and exploited it. From a behavioral standpoint, this reveals a personality type that views rules as obstacles to be engineered around rather than boundaries to be respected. It is a dangerous game, but it requires a clear head and precise execution, which contradicts the image of him as purely chaotic.
Well, these guys, when
And
they're
I'm not
that
saying-
juiced up, they're not getting off of it. Because if they get off of it, they'll have no muscle.
I get it.
They'll-
I
they'll
understand.
crash.
So you understand the extremes that people do.
Yeah.
Could you ever shoot fucking fake piss? Like, Joey, go piss in the
Imagine-
fucking thing. I'm going to shoot Joey's piss.
A guy willing to do that and trusting that guy was finding your bladder. He could shoot piss into your liver. Like, who knows what this guy even
Again,
understands
but these are the
anatomy.
levels that you do.
Yeah.
So here I am, Certo don't work, fucking nothing works. And one day I'm at a pool. And I'm like, oh shit, when you piss in the pool cleaner cleans all this. If not, the pool would be green the next day.
So this is your logic?
So I went, I took the kids, I took one of those cubes first.
Where
and
the
fucking
crumbs?
Smashed it up. And then I put it on my outside of a dick because I'm uncircumcised. So I would pull the skin back and that would fall into the fucking piss. And then, so he told me once, he goes, something happened last time. You fucked up the machine or something like that, right?
Women
look
would
at this.
insert condoms filled with someone else's urine inside themselves, he said. Some athletes would inject urine into their bladders using a catheter. Oh, God, they did do that. So that's real. So maybe that's how he did it. Maybe they used a catheter. And that's how they put the fake.
But then there's the Wizinator.
Yeah, that was the rubber dick.
That's,
But
whatever.
wasn't there some stuff that you could buy that you would
Yes.
get at like a head shop and it supposedly
now, but
detoxed
this
you?
is 89.
But does that stuff work?
No, nothing. When I was Googling it, it says nothing's real that's ever
Nothing's
happened.
real.
And here's
Yeah, I
pretty-
always assumed that it wasn't real. I was
On the
like,
screen I
you're
added
selling this at a head shop?
Stuff from the 90s. These are some of the
But
products.
the killer was when I used Drano.
Oh, okay. So this is all bullshit.
Yeah.
They just rob
Yeah,
people.
they just rob people.
Fetish urine. Look at that. It says, look at that's labels. Fetish urine? What the fuck does that mean?
It's probably a way to sell it because you have to say what, you know.
So
for
that's
human,
piss.
Not for human consumption. Or
Oh, so
something.
that's you're buying piss? So that's an actual bag of piss on
Yes.
the right? Oh, good lord.
This one calls it tinkle.
It's fetish urine. So if you just like want someone to piss on you, but no one's willing, you're like, you ever told that story about the guy with the gay club, the guy in the bathtub that
And
wanted people to
everybody was
piss on him?
pissing on him in the tub.
Yeah.
And then that party Shema took me to in that hotel next to the Comedy Store, and they were getting pissed on in there, the women. And then I wake up Saturday, I'm feeling good about myself, and I'm on Twitter, and I see Bonnie Blue. That chick is fucking. She got pissed on at
that's
a
the
baby
least of her
shower
problems.
in her ass. People were pissing their pussy in her ass, and I'm like, somebody's got to stop that woman. She's
It's
just.
the least of her problems.
Oh my god.
This segment reveals the social dynamics of his workplace. The fact that he could operate this way suggests a management style that prioritized results over compliance, or perhaps a lack of oversight. Diaz's ability to maintain his job while living this lifestyle points to his undeniable talent and value to the organization. It raises questions about how much misconduct high performers can get away with before the cost outweighs the benefit. It is a real-world example of the double standard often applied to top talent in competitive fields.
Fucking baby shower. When I used the Drano, though, that was the best because that destroyed the machine. But the truth of the matter is,
When he said something happened last time.
well, this is what happened.
Okay.
I put the Drano on my dick, and I walked up to the counter, and I put it on the desk, and he asked you questions. How's it been? And I'm looking at the thing, and it's starting to foam. Like the thing. And it's coming out of the bag.
Dishwasher.
And I'm looking at this thing going, this motherfucker better not. And what he did was he just picked it up and threw it in the bag, like when they pick it up and test it. Sometimes you leave the top off. That was an
Right.
old trick. You leave the top off and then it spilled.
Oh, no.
So that buys you one extra week. But the time with the Drano, it started like wubba. It was like shaking at the thing, like foam was coming out of the fucking sides. And I locked it up good. That's what happened. There was no oxygen. That motherfucker was like, boom. So I put it in the fucking thing. And he called me a few days later. He's like, listen, I wrote up a thing. I'm taking you to court because you broke the machine. This cannot continue.
This cannot
This can continue. This can continue. This is like a fucking cat and mouse game. What did you put in your body? What happened? What the fuck is going on, Jose? So
Did you
then,
say, hey, your machine sucks. Your machine broke.
and then
Has
after
nothing
that,
to do with me.
No, and then they put me on like this hold. They were like, we're not even going to piss you no more, dog. We're done. We can't take this mental fucking... So this is when you're in the probation department. Now they're going to throw me back in community corrections because they'll put you in for 90 days. And in all that, I met this fucking guy. For 3 months, we spoke like nothing, like gentlemen. I would talk to him, saw him once a week. And one day I said, what do you do? And he goes, I'm a district attorney in Boulder, Bill Wise. I need a beef. I need a problem. I'm on this probation. They won't leave me alone. What do I do to get off? He goes, just have your attorney draw up a statement and I'll sign it and get you on probation. And that was it. Just a guy I met on the street, Bill Wise. And then he got fired after the John Benet Ramsey thing.
Diaz frames these events not as mistakes, but as essential parts of his identity. He embraces the label of the wild card. This self-awareness is key to his longevity in comedy and entertainment. By owning his narrative, he controls how others perceive his past actions. Instead of being seen as irresponsible, he is seen as legendary. This teaches us that storytelling is powerful. How you frame your past determines whether it is a liability or an asset. Diaz turned potential career-ending behavior into brand-building content. Joey Diaz's story is extreme, but the underlying themes are universal. How do we handle pressure? How do we navigate rules we disagree with? And how do we own our past? Diaz chose chaos, and it worked for him. But for most of us, balance is the safer path. What do you think? Is Diaz's approach genius or reckless? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more honest analysis. See you in the next one.